Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. Today we're trying something a little bit different. The transfer today got announced of Andy Carroll joining West Bromwich Albion. For those who don't know, I live in the West Bromwich area. And I thought, what better experiment to do? Let's put Andy Carroll up front, target forward, and see if he can drag West Brom back to the Premier League in one season and take the golden boot. Let's go. Hello guys and welcome back to the channel today. We've mentioned in the intro, Andy Carroll. We are going to get Andy Carroll to win the Golden Boot and win the league with West Bromwich Albion. That is the plan. That is what we're aiming for. Can we do it or not though? Big questions could be asked. West Bromwich Albion, in real life, a bit of a rut right now. They're not doing too well. As a Birmingham City fan, it's probably a bit pleasing for me to say we could say that, but I won't get into that today. West Brom are suffering, and they've today signed Andy Carroll on a free transfer. So we're thinking, you know what? Let's show what Andy Carroll can do for West Bromwich Albion. Let's get him in there and let's have a quick look at him. Big Andy joins the club. I mean, we can say straight away, he's not got much about him left, has he really? His physicals are completely gone by this point. He's not great. He's got that jumping reach, that balance and strength, but in terms of stamina, it's okay at 12. But the pace, the natural fitness, we know about Andy's natural fitness. He's got a history of getting a lot of injuries. The agility, the acceleration, they're all gone. We're not expecting him to do a lot. He's not going to be running through them flanks, let's face it. He's not running them channels. He's not running onto long balls. So what can we do for Andy? How do we get in them goals? Heading 17, jumping reach 18, strength 18, 6'4", target forward. Andy Carroll, in you come. So first off, we go Townsend. He's not a defensive option, but you can see here, crosses aim for the target forward. Crosses more often. He's going to get them ball in a lot more often when he's up there. Even if he's at the halfway point, swing him across. On the other side, aim for the target forward, crossing the byline, cross more often from Furlong on that right hand side. On the wing back automatic roll. Again, Phillips, aim for the target forward. And it's going to sound like a broken record here. But Dean Garner, aim for the target forward. But also, take more risk, cross more often and cross from deep. He's in that inverted winger role. So you can take more risk, cut inside and put them balls through. For Big Andy, who of course has shoot more often. Another thing for Andy Carroll, penalties. He's the main man on the penalties. We're asking Andy Carroll to bag them all. I mean, what we got? Finishing at 12, composure 13, penalties 13. Can Andy do the job there? So a bit more into the tactic. 4-4-1-1. We're going for the shadow striker, them attacking wingers to get up there, get them balls in. We got them wing backs to push up again and get them balls in. We look a bit more into it here now. We wasn't tempted to put them overlapping before. You know what? No, we've got enough up there anyway. We need to defend and keep leads as well. So working the ball into the box, floated crosses, passing the space, play for set pieces, of course. Big Andy there, back headers. We can probably show you, shouldn't we? Really. So you can see on the corner set pieces here, both sides aiming for that back stick. Andy Carroll aiming for the back stick yet again. Andy Carroll on the back stick. Corners, we're aiming to get goals from Andy Carroll wherever possible. But yeah, into the roles a bit more here, as we mentioned. Passing the space, floated crosses, run defence, work the ball into the box. We want to work the ball into Andy. He's not going to run for that ball. We can't pass into him in that. Pass in the space, we're aiming to pass into the space that he's going to run and head out. Not so much running in behind. He can't do it, let's face it. He can't do that. Playing for set pieces because Andy's going to be there. We've seen from the corners, Andy Carroll is going to be there. And that higher tempo, it's asking the team to all push up and support Andy because he can't do the legs himself. In transition, take short kicks, counter and regroup. And then out of possession, enforcing the play outside of our defence, higher defensive line, a lower line of engagement, prevent short distribution from the keeper, getting stuck in as well because it's Championship, you've got to get stuck in, and using the offside trap. Interesting enough, this is how we're going to line up then for it. Let's fast forward to January 1st and see how the boys are doing. So we come back in now, January 1st, West Bromwich Albion, currently sitting third in the league. So they're doing good, they're doing better than real life right now. You can see here, 25 play by this point, 11 wins, 13 draws, only one loss. They only lost one game, that's a Stoke so far this season. So that defensive mentality in keeping the defence back is working for us. Only lost one game so far this season. But the key thing is, where is Andy? What's Andy up to? He's top goal scorer. Andy Carroll, top of the goal charts. 18 goals so far for Andy Carroll and 25 appearances. What a season Andy Carroll's having. Deeney and Mitrovic joining him up there. But Andy Carroll currently up there, smashing the goals. What a season he's having. Did anyone Dean Garner, distance covered. This is going to again, Callum Robson. He's not even a starter for us, and he's getting on there and doing bits for us. I'm intrigued in terms of the assists. Do we have anyone around the assist mark as well? Average rating known for assists. There's no one in there assists though, popping up for us at the top here. Mort's up there. Mort's up there. 8 assists so far for him. Matty Phillips, 7 assists. So them boys are doing the business for us so far. No one else seems to be there. Oh, Dean Garnett on the other side on 5 assists as well. So they are finding big Andy Carroll. But let's have a look a bit more into Andy and how he's been getting on exactly. So Andy Carroll so far this season, 25 appearances, 18 goals, 1 assist overall for us. He did nothing in the cup. I mean, I don't know how West Brom's form has been in the cup. We'll have a look at it in a second, but it's a great first half of the season for Andy Carroll. A 7.10 rating, 2 player of the matches. Let's get into the results. So the season started at Bournemouth around the opening day. Andy Carroll scored in his debut. You can see a few matches went here. He scored in a 3-1 victory over Sheffield United. He scores again against Blackburn. Andy Carroll firing the goals in a 2-2 draw against Peterborough. Andy Carroll again on the score sheet. And then in this one, he gets 2 goals against Preston. QPR scores against them. He's not done bad, has he? Big Andy getting the goals here. 2-0 against Swansea, a big victory there. 2 goals against Bristol City and a 3-2 victory against them as well. Massive, massive goals. Fulham, he scored in a 2-2 draw there. Again, against Hull, he got a goal on that one. He scored in the 1-1 draw against Middlesbrough. Some great goals. 2 goals here against Nottingham Forest as well. He's getting a lot of goals. He's getting a lot of goals out, Andy, isn't he? Coventry, another goal there. Barnsley, scoring. And from the penalty spot. We put that penalty spot on him, didn't we? At the start of the video. Against Derby, bangs a penalty in as well. So, very good season so far for Andy Carroll. So now, let's go to the end of the season and see what happens. 3rd in the league right now. There's a bit of work to do. They're not ages behind Bournemouth, but there's a job to be done. Let's see if they can do it. So we've came back now, end of the season, and let's see what has actually happened. Have they done the business? Did they go up this season? I mean, the transfer budget's 29 million, so it's looking pretty favourable that they did make it up. And we can see here now, they did finish top of the Sky Bet Championship. 92 points, made it by 1 point, losing 4 games in the end. They've probably lost to Stoke, they've lost to Sheffield United, Middlesbrough and Reading in that time now. So they lost 4 games in the end, 17 draws, 25 wins. And you can see here the big one. Andy Carroll got 29 goals this season. Absolutely insane. Sam Surridge, Troy Deeney and Mitrovic right behind him. But ran away with Andy Carroll, 29 in 44. What an absolute beast of a season this guy's had. 3 assists, 3 player of the matches. 29 goals in 44 matches for Andy Carroll. Does the business for the boys. Absolutely insane. He got 5 from the penalty spot. Took 5, scored 5. So good record from the spot as well. But very good record for Andy Carroll. What a season. Seeing the boys get promoted in the first time of asking by winning as well. They won the league, that's the main thing. They won the league. Only lost 4 games all season. Andy Carroll was the main man for them this season. So the tactic, we did go this for the whole season. We mentioned Grant in that striker role. Andy Carroll as that target forward, bagging in the goals for fun. He's absolutely loved it there. 7.01 average rating in total for him. It's not a bad return. It is not a bad return. 7.03 in total for the whole season. I mean, we look a bit more in depth. Was any more of the assist charts? Moa got 14 in the end. So maybe he was threading the through balls through to Andy Carroll. Not bad. Not bad at all. So guys, that's going to be it for this video. Andy Carroll proving he can drag West Bromwich Albion back to the Premier League. I wonder if he'll stay for another season. In real life, I guess we'll see in the coming months. But guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe as always, and leave a comment down below on other players you'd like to see in this sort of spotlight videos in the future. Let us know down below. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.